Okay, good morning and welcome to HaMishna. Today we're going to be focusing really on Mishnah test, Parakil Mishnah test, but it ties into the Mishnah Ches we learned today also. It says, a goy, right? He has grain, right? He lives in Eretz Yisrael, he has grain. He's mafresh truma. He doesn't have to be mafresh truma. He's not masuba in the mitzvah. It's mafresh truma. It is effective as truma. And therefore, the point that if a Yisrael would eat it, it'd be chayav misa b'dei shamayim. You have to pay a keren a chomesh. I don't know if it's chayav misa b'dei shamayim. It doesn't say that. It says he's chayav. It's midamas, meaning it's also for a zar to eat in a mixture that's less than 1 to 100, and you're chayav chomesh, keren chomesh. You have to pay back if it was given to a kohen, and you have to pay back the kohen keren chomesh. I don't have to give back to the goy and pay a chomesh to the goy. I don't know about that, but it has the status of truma. Now, where is this learned out from? This is learned out, I think, because truma is a type of neder. We mentioned that truma, there's two mitzvahs by truma. There's the hafrasha, the kriya shem we talked about a couple of mishnayos ago about designating a place. Kriya shem is a type of korban, right? You're being makratious. Really, when you're doing hafrasha truma, you're taking off truma gedola. It's not that you're taking it off for the kohen. You're taking it off for Hashem. You're taking off Hashem. You're giving a neder. You're giving a korban to Hashem. Hashem said then the second mitzvah, once you already took it off, then who do I want you to give it to? I want you to give it to the Kohanim. I want you to give it to the Kohanim. Mammon Kohen, that's Benan L'Chavero. But the first mitzvah is Benan L'Makom, and not Hashem, that's what we say, Benan L'Makom, that it's like a korban. That's why Kriya Shem. And that's why a goy, when taking a Rosh Truma, if it's just a mitzvah Benan L'Chavero, so that applies, Benan L'Chavero applies from a Yisrael to a Yisrael. A goy is not part of Klal Yisrael. So if it's just giving a mitzvah to give to a Kohen, his Truma should be invalid when he takes a Truma from his own pile to give to he's not part of Klal Yisrael, it's invalid. But if it's within neder and a dava, and it is, because that's what he's from Mishnah Ches, right? That you need pi v'livo shavin, right? He says truma, and he has in his mind meiser. He says meiser, and in his mind truma, so you need pi v'livo shavin, and the Rav says that's because one pasuk is kol nediv leiv, and one pasuk says motzei zechadishmo. Kol nediv leiv is by giving hektish to the base of Mikdash. So you see by truma and meiser, which is included in the Mishnah, those are part of karbanos, of hektish. It's a type of hektish, it's a form of giving to Hashem. Karbanos, you give the base of Mikdash, it's given to Hashem. That's what you're giving to Hashem, to Hashem's base of Mikdash. So it is, there's two parts. That's only the first part. Second part, obviously, the Matana of the Kohen, he's no mitzvah to give it to the Kohen. And based on that, I want to explain what I was talking about yesterday, about the shlichus, right? We said that he can be mafresh truma from his own pile, but if Yisrael has his own crops, and he tells a goy mafresh truma from my crops, it's ineffective. That's the Gemara learned about Mitzvah. Atem gam atem, the Rabbi shluchacham, atem b'nei bris, av shluchacham b'nei bris. He has to be part of the covenant. We learned that really, normally the way shlichus works is that the shliach is actually in place like yada arichta. It's like me doing the action. It's like he's doing my ma'isa. He's doing the action for me on my behalf. It's like I'm doing the action. He's just my body. He took over my body. He's doing it. But when it comes to hafresh truma, there the Torah's megala, the shlichus works differently over there. That when you tell a goy mafresh truma over there, right, it's not like a regular shlichus where the shliach is actually a chelik of the mishalech. He's part of the mishalech. He's not part of the mishalech. All the shlichus over there means atem gam atem is gam, a special riboy of shlichus by truma to tell you the shlichus over there only works in the chalos, right, in the classification of it as truma, as a matnos kahuna, not of the kriya shem. Because if it was a ma'isa, so just like Yisrael has the ability to make a neder, a goy also has the ability to make a neder. So if the goy if I make a shliach and he's considered my body, so the goy has the ability to make a neder, just like I did make a neder. So therefore, it must be that the shlichus over here by truma, freshest truma, is not considered the kriya shem. It's kriya shem. Even when I make a shliach, it's as if I'm doing the kriya shem, and he is just doing the matnas kahuna. The guy's doing the matnas kahuna. He's setting aside money for the kohen, which is mitzvah ben al-mechaveru, which doesn't apply to a goyim, because goyim are not Jews. They have no mitzvah to give a matnas kahuna from a goy to a Jew. Only a Jew to a Jew you give matnas kahuna. So therefore, that's the chiddush over here, that the shlichus by truma is different than other shlichus in the Torah. It's only the classification, the second part of the mitzvah of giving ben al-mechaveru the money to the kohen, the status of it as matnas kahuna, and not as the making hektish, and that's therefore a shliach, a goy can't be mafresh truma from the kri of Yisrael. Hope you enjoyed today's shir. See you later today in Shulchan Aruch.